Hey, how's it going? So, I'm still living in this townhouse, and it's going all right. My neighbors still suck, and now I think there's a townhouse across the street that's vacant. I'm just waiting to see who moves in there, but I haven't really done a whole lot. And summer's over, and I think I took like a 3-day weekend. And I went to the beach, but it was cool. But crazy thing is that I think on the second night, like the people next door were turned out to be some like I don't know. They were blasting like devil worship music. I don't know, some crazy heavy rock music in the parking lot, and I was like, damn, I wonder if could be something. And then this is kind of like nothing too crazy, but I ended up like trying to pray against them like that night, and it was crazy. They were all banging at the door, banging on the walls, and everything was going crazy. So it's definitely a good idea to pray against these spirits out here and these people out here. But I also had this story that I want to talk about at work, and what happened? It was so there's like two crews, and like I think the other crew's been like around forever, and probably like 8 years or something. So like the same boss has been there for like forever, and they work with like a lot of the same contractors. So like one of his favorite, like the boss's like buddy contractors were, I guess they do like big project, like they do like expensive houses, like redo a couple of expensive houses. So like he comes in, I come into work one morning. He's like, "Hey, you're not gonna believe this, but they so and so contractors recommended you, and they want you to do the next house." And I'm like, and I just made like a joke, like, "Yeah, I'm the best," or something stupid. And then like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't even really talk to these guys. Like, that's weird. Like the other guys, like buddy every time he sees him, and they like joke around. So I'm like, okay, but like a couple weeks before that, they're like the the little office is like buzzing about like they got this job at Obama's house, like where he moved after the White House. So he's somewhere in D.C. and so I was like, well, I hope I don't go. Like thinking like I don't want to go to Obama's house. Like that dude's probably one of the evilest people on the planet. So I was like, I don't want to go. So I get to the house where these contractors are at, and they're like, oh, not even 5 minutes into it, they're like, you going to the Obama house? I'm like, what? I don't want to go to the Obama house. Like, I didn't say that. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to the Obama house. Like, they gave that to so and so, and they're like, damn, like, you should be going to the Obama house. I'm like, why you guys want me to go to the Obama house? And they're like, oh yeah, we're doing work there. And I'm like, oh damn, like wasn't like me being good. It's just like a plan to get me to go to the damn Obama house. And so I'm like, what the hell? And ended up like they they ended up having to start the Obama house on like a Thursday for some reason. Usually they start jobs on Monday, so like they finish that week. And usually like he has a job that week and I have a job that week. But it turned out like that job had to start on a Thursday for some reason. But the guy started it, and then like Thursday they're like, Steve, you can go Saturday if you want. I'm like, like I don't want. But like it turned out like there's no way I could have done it anyways if I wanted to do it. But like I didn't want to do it anyways, so I was like, I can't. And I had like a perfect excuse why I couldn't go to the Obama house. But I'm like, man, that's freaking insane. Like, why you want me to go? But I didn't say nothing. But it's also like I also worked at, like, we work at all these probably like who knows houses. But I also worked at the main investigator for 9/11, and I'm like. And he was telling me about that, and I'm like, oh my god. And I forget what other one he did, but he was at 2 of these places, and I'm like, I'm about to. At that point, I was like, he was telling me stories like, he didn't drive a car. He was saying because like he doesn't own a car, so he takes like the subway or buses everywhere. And I'm like, oh okay. And he's like, yeah, so. The FBI, when they want to track your car, they just steal your car at night and like put chips in it. I'm like, he's like trying to scare me with like stories like this, and I'm like, oh wow. I'm like, I hope they don't mess with me type thing. And that was just something I remember, but that was way years back. But yeah, I haven't done a whole lot, but I'm still living here with my ex, and she's going through a lot of medical problems, so if people could pray for her. Like she had a blood clot in her lungs, a blood clot like right above her kidney, and I think her life is just turning into a wreck. Like she's on, I think, Xanax, and then she's drinking wine every day. I'm like, you gotta take a day off. And like, it's not happening. So if people could pray for her. And I know it's mostly because of, I don't know, this next door neighbor does not leave this house, and I'm sure he's doing some crazy stuff next door. And I mean, I can see like shadows of spirits crazy in this house. So her life is just going down the drain. But if people could pray for her, if anybody could. But her name's Christy, and yeah, I haven't done a ton. I've been playing basketball, and my game's kind of trash, but it's something to do, and I'll try to make a video soon. But I hope everybody has a good night. Bye.